Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the December holiday edition of the City of West Palm Beach Code Enforcement. My name is Keith Davis. I'm the special magistrate appointed by the city. Today is December 4th, 2019. I'd like to call to order our agenda for today. It is 9:09. If you're going to be speaking to me today about any of the matters on our agenda, I do need to place you under oath. So anyone who's going to be testifying today about anything on our agenda, if you'll please stand and raise your right hands. Thank you. Do each of you swear or affirm under penalties of perjury that your testimony today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Thank you very much. You can have a seat. As we proceed through the agenda, if you're here for a case other than city staff, and when your case is called, please come up to the podium to my right. With each case, we'll proceed. I'll hear from the city first. I'll hear testimony from the city's witnesses. There will be, in all likelihood, documents and or photographs that I will be looking at. They'll be visible on the screens for you to see. Once I've heard everything from the city, you'll then have an opportunity to tell me anything additional you feel is relevant about your case. If you have questions for the city's witnesses, you can ask those questions. If you have additional documents or photographs that you want me to look at, that would be the time to produce those. Once I've heard everything from both sides, in all likelihood, I will enter an order that grants some relief in some form or fashion. So that is how we'll proceed. I believe we're going to start with the matters where we have folks present. So, or I don't know, are we going to do the construction cases first? Okay, that's fine. So whatever order we're ready to proceed in, if there's nothing else, let's go ahead and get started.
Okay, number 1 on the agenda, 856 Nottingham Boulevard, CE 190800406. Number 1, 856 Nottingham Boulevard. Anyone?
Bueller.
Rescheduled. Okay, number 2 is rescheduled, 509 O Street, CE 190100214. Number 3, 733 Valley Forge Road, CE 190800570.
Good morning. City of West Palm Beach has a permit was issued and the work was done. Went out to do an inspection to see if the permit was lapsed and found out that the installation of the hot water tankless was installed. So we cited them for failure to secure permit, and work commenced before permit was issued.
Right. So they did the work without a permit, and then did they get a permit after the fact?
No, they still have the
No permit for the water?
permit's still on file, and they haven't answered the comments and it hasn't been issued.
Okay.
So there's a permit on file. This permit was out to be expired, so we went to do an inspection to see why it wasn't, if the work was done, and the work was done. So.
Okay. Is there anybody here on behalf of the respondent in this case? No. How did we get notice for today's hearing?
By posting.
Was there certified mail as well?
Certified mail, correct.
Pardon me?
Certified mail and post.
Okay. What relief is the city seeking?
I'm sorry?
What relief are you seeking? What would you like?
Issue permits within 14 days because they have plenty of time, and $50 day fine if not compliant.
So in 14 days, you want the permit
Issued.
applied for or issued?
It's already
or-
applied, so it has to be issued, comments answered, and issued.
And the whole thing closed out as well?
Right.
Okay.
Inspection within 180 days.
So, all right, so I do find proper notice in this case with the certified mail and with the posting. Based on the testimony, we'll find the property is in violation of City Code Section 105.1 and 109.4. I'll grant the relief requested by the city. I'll require a permit to be issued within 14 days, and then they'll have to comply with the building code to get the permit closed out. If compliance is not achieved within 14 days, daily fines of $50 per day will be assessed until compliance is achieved. Thank you.
Number 4, 600 Okeechobee Boulevard, CE 190800430. Number 4, 600 Okeechobee Boulevard.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Joe Valdez, Building Department of City of West Palm Beach. We have a case of doing work without a permit. Well, there was a permit that was applied for, but it was never picked up, never complied with.
And this was for building a wall?
It was a concrete wall on the exterior of the building.
Okay. So they built the wall, no permit was issued?
No permit was issued. It was applied for, but it was never issued.
Okay. What relief are you asking for?
30 days to comply, to
Get the
apply for the
issued?
permits.
And if they don't do that, did you want $50 a day, like
That would be
this
fine.
last case? How did we get notice for today's hearing?
Through certified mail.
Is there anybody here on behalf of the respondent in this case? Oh, we do have someone. Come on up, sir. Okay. Is there anything else from this, is there anything else from the city before I hear from the respondent? Good morning, sir. Why don't you tell me your name and address, please?
David Harrison, 501 Fern Street, Suite 105, West Palm Beach.
Okay, and are you the owner of this property?
No, this is the Hilton Hotel. I'm with related companies. We have a 75-year lease on the land from Palm Beach County.
Okay,
So the county technically owns the land, but we are the leasehold on the property.
okay.
We're fully prepared. We actually have all the drawings ready. We had, as the inspector had said, we'd applied for a permit. The permit was never issued. The work was completed, but we have threshold inspections, and we're going to get the permit, reapply for the permit in the next week.
Okay, and the city is recommending 30 days to get that taken care of, so it sounds like you should be able to get that done within the,
Yeah, the drawings are actually right here.
great, good to hear. All right, anything else you'd like to tell me, sir?
No?
All right. Then I do, in this case, find proper notice with the certified mail, and also the respondent is represented here at the hearing. Based on the testimony and the evidence, I do find the property remains in violation of City Code Sections 110.3 and 105.1. I will accept the city's recommendation, allow an additional 30 days for compliance to get the permit issued. If that does not occur, there will be daily fines of $50 per day until compliance is achieved. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Number 5, 2161 Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard, CE 191000265.
Okay, good morning.
Good morning, sir. Doug Harvey, Assistant Building Official, City of West Palm Beach. On or about October 10th of 2019, one of our field inspectors observed work that was appeared to be being constructed inside of an existing structure in violation of the Florida Building Code. There was a combustible stage that was being constructed within a Group A assembly occupancy, and the property was cited for work without a permit. Subsequent to that inspection and posting of the property, there have been additional visits to the property. We do have some pictures of the condition of the property from what we were able to get to. Power was turned off we were informed due to non-payment to Florida Power and Light, based on work being done without a permit, based on equipment in the kitchen that has been removed. There are gas lines that are no longer connected. There was an apparent issue, according to Harold Moser, Chief Mechanical Inspector, with the hood suppression system in the kitchen area that requires cleaning, requires certification, and there also has been a permit issued for the replacement of an exhaust fan, which was inoperable at the time. The request was made to Florida Power and Light that power not be restored to the property without a release from the City of West Palm Beach in order to ensure safety of the building. This is a 5-story building. It's a non-sprinklered building, and the kitchen exhaust system goes all the way from the first floor up through the roof of the building. So we did not want to take a chance on jeopardizing life safety of the building by someone going back in and putting this into operation prior to approvals and compliance with the building code. Since that time, we have had discussions with the owner as well as with a contractor and designer for the building. There appears to be an issue going on between the owner and the tenant, which we do not want to be involved in. What we have requested is permits for the work that needs to be done. The owner has provided the permit to replace the exhaust fan on the grease duct for the kitchen hood. At this time, we are not sure or aware of who may complete the rest of the work for the kitchen hood system to ensure the safety of the kitchen area for cooking. In addition, we are waiting for plans to be submitted. The last conversation with the contractor/architect, it is a design and build firm. The last conversation with them, as well as with a different architect yesterday afternoon, has been very consistent in that the city requires a set of plans. It was recommended that a record drawing be requested from the city's archive so that the last approved floor plan could be used as a basis for any plans that would be submitted, and that any work that was not shown or in contravention of the existing approved floor plan be shown on the new drawings, be permitted, be properly installed, be inspected, and be signed off.
Okay.
The property was posted as well as certified mail.
There are a number of photographs that have been cycling through that show, this is one of them, all of this electrical work. What am I looking at there?
This is in the electrical room. This is the electrical supply to the area, and at that time, I actually took these pictures, and I was just documenting that the power was turned off at the time these pictures were taken, and then there were subsequent conversations with Florida Power and Light to ensure that the power did not get turned back on until it was released by the city.
Okay, so this is depicting the
Yeah.
shut-off power.
Yeah, we can keep going through those, please. Get to the, this is where we had posted the property with the stop work order. And we currently have a permit in to remove the awning that you see in this picture. I believe the owner of the property has submitted for that. This is an awning that was actually damaged at one point in time. And rather than just repair it, there was a complete replacement of the awning without permits that was done in contravention of the zoning code and the building code. So the owner has submitted a permit to remove that awning, as well as, I guess the picture of the sign in front did not make it into the package, and I do apologize for that. There is a sign out toward the road that has been modified without permitting, and we do have a permit that has been submitted for the removal of that sign as well.
Okay, so what has to be done at this point to bring the property into compliance from the city's point of view?
At this point, we are requesting that within the next 30 days, we receive a complete set of plans, including life safety, electrical, plumbing, mechanical, and gas, depicting what has changed from the city's record drawings, permits from licensed contractors to perform all necessary work in order to bring the area within the building into compliance with the governing codes, and that the inspections and a certificate of completion be issued within 180 days, allowing the business to reopen.
Got it. And in the event that those deadlines are not met, is there a daily fine that the city is recommending?
Would request a $100 per day fine until such time as all the permits are closed out, with a stipulation that the business is not permitted to reopen until a certificate of completion is issued.
Okay. All right, let me hear from the respondent.
Good morning, Mr. Magistrate.
Morning.
David Glickman for the property owner, Raymond Office Plaza, LLC. As Mr. Harvey stated, we do have a significant amount of issues with this tenant. Unfortunately, we're currently in litigation seeking to evict the tenant based on not only non-monetary breaches of the lease, which are also the issues that we're here on today, but also monetary breaches of the lease, so that you have that information. The issues that we're here discussing today were all initiated by the tenant unilaterally without notice or permission by the landlord. Certainly no excuse, but I think relevant information for the body to know. We're here prepared to collaborate with the city to facilitate resolution efficiently, reasonably, within reasonable parameters. We do confirm that the landlord has obtained, or is in the process of obtaining, we believe it's to be issued on Friday, the permit to take the awning down and to take the sign down. To the extent that there is any sign to replace it, we will obtain the proper permit in order to do so. We understood there was an issue with the stage being crafted inside of the restaurant by the tenant. I spoke with one of the gentlemen before the hearing who had indicated that they believe that the stage has already been removed by the tenant. The tenant, it doesn't really facilitate access to the restaurant easily for us, so at the present moment, we can't confirm whether or not the stage has been removed, but we will be taking steps in order to confirm that the stage has been removed and otherwise come into compliance with that issue. And with regard to the electrical, I understand that Mr. Prefer, one of the agents for the landlord, has been in communication with the city, as testified to by Mr. Harvey, with regard to collaboration to resolve all of the electrical work and the other work that was described by Mr. Harvey. And so we're prepared to collaborate and resolve everything. I believe that the requests by Mr. Harvey are reasonable. We may just request maybe 60 days to receive a complete set of plans instead of 60, if the body would think that's reasonable. But otherwise, we're prepared to work collaboratively with Mr. Harvey and the city to resolve all of these issues.
Okay, and I'm sure the city appreciates that posture. Is there any objection on the city side to the request for 60 days instead of the 30 days to get the full plan set?
No, sir, no objection.
Okay, I think that's reasonable as well. And is there anything else from anybody on this one? No?
No, Mr.
Okay.
Magistrate.
I do find proper notice in this case. The respondent is represented by counsel. Based on the testimony and the evidence, I do find the property remains in violation of City Code Sections 105.1 and 110.3. I'm going to allow 60 days for compliance as specified by the city in terms of obtaining the complete set of plans as was described in the testimony, and to get the permit issued, and then you'll be under the building permit requirements to complete the work within 180 days. If those deadlines are not met, then there will be daily fines of $100 per day until compliance is achieved. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Number 6, 140 Monroe Drive, CE 190800593. Number 6, 140 Monroe Drive.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Attilio Bilal, City of West Palm Beach Inspector. Originally, the property was cited August 27th, 2019 for work being done without permits. Since then, they have acquired all necessary permits with the exception of a mechanical permit for an air conditioning unit mini split installed on the exterior of the home. The property was properly posted and cited with certified mail. The city's recommending all permits for the mechanical be issued, submitted 14 days or $50 a day fine.
All right, is there anybody here on behalf of the respondent for this case? All right, seeing none, I do find proper notice with the certified mail and posting. So everything is or let me say it this way, the outstanding issue in terms of code compliance is getting the mechanical permit.
Yes, sir.
All right, and I will accept the city's recommendation. Well, first of all, I do find the property to be in violation of city code sections 105.11 and 109.4, as well as the 107.1 under the building code based on the testimony and the evidence. I will accept the city's recommendation to allow 14 additional days for the mechanical permit to be issued. If that does not occur, daily fines of $50 per day will be imposed until compliance is achieved. Thank you.
Thank you.
Number 8, 1629 39th Street, CE 190300243. Number 8, 1629 39th Street. Does anyone have 1629 39th Street?
I'm sorry, I just picked this up. Philip Petty, Chief Electrical Inspector. Had an electrical inspector go out on site, find work being done without a permit. He cited him on 3/6 of 19. They started with a meter check permit to where we would just come turn the power on, and that's when we found that the work was being done.
You said it was back in March this started? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So we went over there and finally they applied for a permit that really didn't cover the work that they had done. They'd done a full remodel and they just put in a permit for changing out outlets and adding lights. So we cited him again, posted it, and here we are. The power is still off, so it's not a life safety issue.
Okay.
And I just like, 30 days or $50 a day afterwards is fine. Just want to try to get the house done, but as long as it's off, it's not a life safety issue.
All right, so they need to get the appropriate electrical.
They need to revise it to cover
Revise
the
it.
work instead of what they wanted.
Okay. Is there anybody here on behalf of the respondent in this case? All right. How did we get notice
Yes,
for
sir.
today's
Yeah,
hearing?
we got a notice, see, it was posted on 11/4/19 at 2:30 PM.
I think I saw some certified mail
Before. That was
documentation
on for one of the
screen
first
as
ones.
well. All right, then I will find proper notice based on the testimony and the evidence. I will find the property remains in violation of City Code Section 105.1 and 110.6. I'll accept the city's recommendation, allow the additional 30 days for compliance to revise and get the appropriate electrical permits. If that does not occur, then daily fines of $50 per day will be assessed until compliance is achieved.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Number 57, 5632 56th Way, CE 191000342. Number 57, 5632 56th Way.
Good morning, City of West Palm Beach Code Compliance Officer Paul McFarland. On 1021, the property at 5632 56th Way was cited for repair of interior walls and ceiling. Plumbing fixtures in need of repair or replacement. Equipment maintenance, dishwasher is covered in mold, will need to be replaced. Clean and sanitary, remove all mold and rotted wood underneath kitchen sink. Rental license violation and certificate of use. Property was posted October 22nd. Certified mail was sent October 22nd. Certified mail was returned 11/13. I have been in contact with the owner and the property manager, which is present. They have provided documentation that the unit is no longer occupied, so the rental license and certificate of use is in compliance. But the plumbing, ceiling repair and walls, and the removal of the mold and rotted wood and dishwasher replacement still remains. City is requesting 90 days to come into compliance or $200 a day until compliance is achieved.
Thank you, Mr. McFarland. Let me go ahead and hear from the respondent. Yes, sir, if you could tell me your name and address, please.
My name is Chris Clock, and I live at 604 6th Way, West Palm Beach.
How are you associated with this property?
I'm the property manager for
Okay,
the owner.
okay.
We received this, I know it probably looks bad, it really is looking pretty bad. We had a long-term renter abandon the property with a lot of damage in it. Mr. Hossein, wanting to not let it sit any longer than he had to, wrote up a contract with agreement to a new renter that when the repairs were done, then they can move in, but it wouldn't be on the market. And he foolishly signed a rental agreement, and they wanted to store personal property in there until the repairs were done. Instead, they just moved in. They already had a contract, didn't pay. It took us over 90 days to get them evicted. They just kept refiling, and we didn't get them out till November 20th. So no repairs have really been able to be done. So I had requested an extension, now that we finally have them out of there, to go in there and properly repair the property.
All right, the city is recommending 90 additional days to get this work done.
All right, I think that's very reasonable.
Okay. All right, is there anything else you'd like to tell me, sir? Anything else you'd like to tell me? Anything else from the city?
No.
All right, then in this case, I do, first of all, if I find proper notice with the posting and the certified mail, in addition, property manager is present and testified. Based on the evidence, I will find the property remains in violation of City Code Sections 18103, C, G, and I, 18106A as well, but is complied with 16162A and 2232A. I will accept the city's recommendation, allow an additional 90 days for compliance. Thereafter, daily fines of $200 per day will be assessed until compliance is achieved. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Mr. Clark?
Is it possible to hear 59?
Yes. 59 is present. Also, 5335 North Military Trail, CE 191000482.
Good morning, City of West Palm Beach Code Compliance Officer Paul McFarland. On October 30th, the property at 5335 North Military Trail was cited for safe egress, windows boarded, litter and trash throughout property, boarding certificate, donation boxes in need of removal, prohibited portable signage throughout property, landscape requiring sod, and parking lot in need of repair and paving and markings. Property was posted on November 12th. Certified mail was sent October 31st and was received November 7th. Excuse me. I have been in contact with a representative of the property. As of yesterday, the safe egress has complied, the boarding certificate has complied, but everything else still remains. Taking that into consideration, city is recommending 60 days to come into compliance or $100 a day until compliance is achieved.
I didn't see the donation bins.
There's a lot of pictures.
I just wanted to see what that looked like.
There it is.
There it is. Okay. All right, let me hear from the respondent. Yes, sir.
Good morning. My name is Francisco Gil. I represent the owner of this property.
Thank you.
As you see, it's a very large shopping center, very busy. We have a permanent property manager in place. But due to all the traffic, there is continued maintenance that it needs to be done. We have a large project that it has been approved by the city. We've been working with the city to redo the whole parking lot, to build another 25,000 square feet in the property. So all of that is gonna take care of the parking issues,
Okay.
and all the curves, and all of that is gonna be redone. All the landscaping is gonna be redone. We're gonna be immediately removing or making sure that some of the tenants remove those portable signs, although, as the inspector, he knows and he has seen is, some of those tenants, they remove the signs and then immediately after they put them back. So we will continue to do that. 60 days is all fine for us to be in compliance, other than the parking lot. The parking lot is gonna take longer. It's gonna require more time because it's a very large project that we keep working on it. And it is part of the construction, the new construction, and the new construction is part of all the having some more new tenants for that. So I will need more time to redo the whole parking.
Did you say you've gone through an approval process at
Yes.
the city?
Yes.
And you've received approvals?
Yes.
All right. Within the 60 days, though, you should be able to obtain permits, I would think, for the parking lot
Yes.
work.
The problem is to start construction without having significant amount of tenants for that building. So that's, it's gonna require a few more months before we start the construction.
Let me ask the city a question. If all that was going to happen was the repair of the parking lot and, take out of the equation the testimony about getting approvals to redo it, would that work require a permit?
As far as striping and redoing the parking stumps, yes, that would require a permit.
Okay. Okay. And once a permit's obtained, though, then you're under the code requirements for the permit, and as has been discussed with other cases previously, then you're in I believe, 180-day window to
Yes, to
get
do
work
the
done. But, and I understand what you're saying, but, I think that if you've gotten the city approvals as you've testified, then I don't see any reason why you can't at least get your permits within the 60 days, and then you'll have the building permit timeframe to get the work completed. That's kind of where I'm headed in my mind with this case. And I don't understand any reason why you couldn't get your building permits within the 60 days.
No, I don't, I mean, we have all the approvals, so
Okay.
yes, the permits, the issue is to start redoing the whole parking. Most of them, and I can go over with the inspector, we can do that before that, and it can be.
Let me ask you this
compliance.
question.
Yes.
The work that you got approvals for, are you gonna be changing, like the landscape islands and
Everything.
things like that? Is it all the whole thing's changing?
The whole parking lot, it's a project, it involves approximately almost 7 or 8 acres of work.
Okay.
All the parking is 600 parking spaces.
Okay, but I guess my question is, like, there's a picture of a,
All that area it can be done. The one that is on the back of the building, that we can do it, and we can take care of that immediately. It's not part of the big project. The part that is.
so like that, there's a picture of a parking of
Yeah,
an
that's-
island, landscape island. Will that be being
That's gonna be
removed?
all redone.
It's all gonna get,
All
but is it gonna
redone.
be?
All trees are gonna be removed.
Okay, that was my question. The whole thing is going to
Yes.
basically nothing, and then you're gonna do a whole new design and everything?
Everything, yeah. Everything's gonna be new. From the parking lot, the landscaping, the distribution, all of that is part of the project.
Okay. All right, is there anything else from the city on this one?
No.
Anything else you'd like to tell me, sir?
No.
Okay. So first of all, I do find proper notice in this case. I've, based on the evidence and testimony, will find that the property has complied with City Code Sections 18-100 and 18-265, but remains in violation of the other code sections. I am going to require compliance within 60 days, and what that means is compliance with 18106I regarding trash and debris. That needs to be completely complied. Donation boxes and bins have to be removed. That's 94304A4. The portable signs have to be removed. That's 94402B.2-5. The landscaped areas that are not part of the parking lot, those need to be completely fixed. But in terms of the parking lot itself, of the 60 days, I want the permits issued within the 60 days, and then you'll have the time frame under the building permits to complete the work. If that does not occur, then there will be daily fines of $100 per day until compliance is achieved. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Number 28, 520 17th Street, CE 191000064.
Cassandra St. Hilaire, Code Enforcement Officer with the City of West Palm. This property was cited on October 5th. Certified mail was signed for on October 10th. Property was posted on October 30th. Property was cited for 1813B, 1813E, 1813J, 18168, 34102B, 7434A1J, 74-483, and 94446-2. At this time, the property has complied with 18103B, 18103J, 18106A, 74-483, and 94446-2. At this time, the city is asking for an additional 15 days for the garbage can placement, 7434A1J, or $50 per day, and 45 days for 18103E, or $50 per day as well.
Did you say 34102B regarding the inoperative vehicles is?
Oh, I'm sorry, that's that's part of the 15 days, I'm sorry. 34102B and 7434A1J, 15 days or $50 per day.
Okay. And for 18103E, what's the relief you're asking for?
45 days,
45?
yeah, $50 per day.
And what is the, what has to happen on the external doors window violation?
It's one window, and we spoke about it. It has like a hole in, or, yeah, AC vent, or
Is that the thing? I saw the exhaust.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something,
Okay,
yeah.
that's.
Okay, let me
being-
just,
oh, sorry.
just give me a second. Okay, I saw that picture, so that's what
Yeah.
we're talking about. That has to be.
Yeah, that has to be fixed, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yes, sir. Let me go ahead and hear from, let me get your
Okay,
name and
the-
address.
William Holland, 520 17th Street.
Thank you, sir. Go ahead.
Yes, the car's been removed this morning before I came to the hearing.
Okay.
And I have my paint inside, and we bought the glass and putting the glass in today for the
All right.
window. And everything else was done.
Yeah.
And it sounds like the timeframes that are being recommended by the city, you'll have no problem
Yeah, it should
meeting
be
those.
No problem at all.
All right, and then there's that picture of that. So, but once the work is done, you do need to let them know so they can come out and re-inspect it.
Okay,
Make
no
sure you
problem.
don't let that go by, because I would hate for you to do all the work and then have it not get inspected, and you get in trouble for that. Anything else you'd like to tell me, sir?
No.
All right, anything else from the city?
That's it.
All right, then I do find proper notice in this case. Respondent is present, and you have proper notice with the certified mail and posting. Based on the testimony and the evidence, I'll find the property remains in violation of City Code Sections 18103E, 34102B, and 7434A1J, but has complied with all other code sections that were cited in the notice. I'll allow the 15 days as recommended for the compliance with the 34102B and 7434A1J, and 45 days for compliance with the 18103E, which is the window. If those compliance deadlines are not met, daily fines of $50 per day will be assessed until compliance is achieved. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Number 47, 624 52nd Street, CE 191100184. Number 47, 624 52nd.
Let me apologize for my phone going off. I apologize. I had the media off, but apparently the phone wasn't off. That's why it was making that sound. I apologize.
City of West Palm Beach, Robert Watkins, Code Compliance. This property was cited on November 14th. Certified mail was sent November 15th. Certified mail was returned November the 18th. Posted at City Hall November the 25th. This property was cited for 34-102A, 74-34-A-1-J, 94-71C. Compliant violations were 94-71C, 74-34-1-J. Remaining violations are the 34-102A. I spoke with the property owner right here, was going to request in 2 days to have the vehicle removed. It was moved last night, but I just need to get out and do the images on it so I could comply it. And that's what this is requesting, 2 days or $50 a day after, which I'm sure to be.
What was the number? 2 days
Or $50 per day
50?
after, which it'll be, it's already removed. He showed me the images. I have to go by and verify that it was removed and
Okay.
close it out.
All right. Let me go ahead and get your name and address, sir.
Christopher Saya, I live in Jupiter. The address is 624 52nd Street.
Okay. I need the-
I know we said 2 days. I'm worried that the tenant was belligerent about this whole process and refused to move the car until I showed him last night the eviction that I was going to file this morning after the 7-day notice was given. You're familiar with 7-day notices, and it was in violation of my lease as well as the statute 83.56, I believe it is. And only when I showed him that last night, he still said he wasn't going to move it. But this morning, I went by, and in fact, I took pictures. I showed to the code enforcement, and it has been moved.
Okay.
So I think it's complied. I know he has to go prove it and take a picture. I have no doubt about that. But I have pictures showing it is done. I'm willing to, under oath, I'm telling you that I took pictures this morning,
Okay.
and it's not there. So I'm worried that if it was out 2 days from now or 3 days from now, and it's back there, that, that's what I'm worried about. I'm happy to show you the pictures that were taken today with the timestamp on it, that it is complied.
And that's fine. That it'll be up to the city.
Yeah, I'll be going out this
Okay.
morning or this afternoon.
If you go out
to-
before the end of business today,
if
I'm
it's
sure he
not
won't
there,
have
then
moved it back.
Then it's complied. If it revisits, then I'll revisit it all over again.
And of course, I've made a reference, I told the code enforcement officer that if in fact it does go back, I won't wait. If you have, within 12 months, you repeat the same violation, you can begin an eviction without giving further notice. And I've made a representation to the city that I would do that if he does return the car to the property.
Okay, so you're going to re-inspect it today?
Yep.
Okay. Anything else, sir?
No, but my testimony is that it is complied.
I have no reason to doubt that. It doesn't sound like anybody doubts that. I understand. All right, so I do find proper notice in this case with the certified mail and posting and the respondent being present. I do find the property is complied with 7434A1J and 9471C. It sounds like it's now in compliance with 34102A. But at the very least, that compliance with the testimony did not occur until yesterday or today, which, what was the compliance deadline in the notice?
It was yesterday, and he said he went this morning and it was moved, so I went out there yesterday afternoon and it was still present.
We actually met yesterday afternoon. And yesterday afternoon, it was still there.
Okay, so there would be a finding of fact that, at the very least, that there is compliance, but it did not comply within the time frame in the notice. Or you'll go out and re-inspect and verify that it is in compliance today. If it's not in compliance, that will accept the recommendation for the daily fines of $50 per day, but it sounds like, do you have a photograph of it in compliance
I
right
do.
now?
I can show it to you
Why don't
right now if you'd like.
Why don't you show that?
Yeah, I've seen it
You've seen it?
this morning.
Let me go
Like
ahead
see
and
it?
take a look at it.
Magistrate?
Yeah, let me take a look at it. Maybe we can just,
This is the gallery, and this is today, it says, and that's the picture from the, that's the picture of the house from the street from there. And that car there is not the same car. And
no, I can see that, yeah.
the front of the car does not have any damage either.
Does the city have any objection to this photograph being made part of the record?
No, I don't.
If there's no objection, then I'd be inclined to make, can you email that to the city so it can be made part of the record?
I'm an old man, so it's a little hard for me to figure it out, but I'm sure together we can get it emailed.
All right, then
to
I'm
him.
just going to do it this way. I'm just going to make a finding of fact. I'm going to find that it is in compliance, but it did not achieve compliance within the time noted in the notice of violation. So that sort of eliminates the need for you to go back out and re-inspect. I'm going to find, based on the evidence, that the property is now in complete compliance, but I will issue the finding of fact on 34102A. And that'll be that. Okay? Thank you very much.
Can we go to number 45? We have a, I think it's 45.
Yep.
Number 45, 717 56th Street, CE 19110061.
Robert Watkins, City of West Palm Beach Code Compliance. This property was cited on November the 5th. Certified mail was sent out November the 5th. Certified mail was received November the 9th. Posted City Hall November 25th. This property was cited for 18-106A, 18-106G, 34-102A, 94-442-C-1, and 94-482A, and 94-71C. Compliant violations are 34-102A, 94-482A, 18-106G, 18-106A. Remaining violations are the 94-71C and 94-442-C-1.
All right, so what has to be done in terms of the landscaping and the
Well,
outdoor storage?
Well, he's gonna side the, well, you see in the picture, the areas where the car was on both sides.
Yep.
And, there's some bins, he's just gonna move those to the back for them, and that'll be compliant
There
as
was,
well.
what was it?
Bins, they're
Oh.
like, the recycling bins that are
Okay.
right there by the fence.
Gotcha.
They'll be coming up in the image on the left, that's what's on the back.
So clarifying, 94-71-C is
Yep.
the
That's
bins.
the storage, there are storage bins on
No
the
problem.
side.
And what relief is the city requesting?
30 days, yeah, 30 days for the side, or $50 per day after.
Okay. We'll go ahead and hear from the respondent.
Yeah, just an oversight. We painted the house, we did a
And
lot
just
of
so
work.
that, because we're in a new case,
That's
different
right.
records.
Christopher H.
so-
Saya.
Thank you.
Property address is 717, I think, 56th Street. We got the notice, we're not objecting, we just simply there's an oversight. The bins, of course, like, there's no big deal with the side, it's an oversight. We did paint the entire house, and we did get rid of the junk cars and everything like that, it was just an oversight. I recognize he's right, we took pictures this morning, you are right. So we'll put the sod down within whatever time frame you want, it's fine. It'll be done today or tomorrow.
All right, and the city's recommending 30 days, so it sounds like you shouldn't
No
have any
issues.
trouble with that.
No.
Okay, then in this case, I will find again proper notice, respondent is present, you have certified mail and posting. We'll find the property remains in violation of City Code Section 94-442C1 and 94-71C, but is in compliance with all other code sections cited in the notice. I'll accept the recommendation for an additional 30 days to comply, and thereafter daily fines of $50 per day will be assessed until compliance is achieved.
Thank you,
Thank you
Magistrate.
very much.
Number 52, 4700 Broadway, CE 19110191.
I'm gonna mail it. I have to mail it. I'll get them in the mail. Yes.
Good morning.
Morning.
Christopher Thompson, City of West Palm Code Compliance. Property at 4700 Broadway was cited once again on November 14th. Notice of violation was posted in City Hall on November 15th, as well as certified mail was also sent on November 15th. Property was cited once again for work without permit and trash and debris. As of yesterday, the property was still not in compliance. We have made contact with the homeowner. At this time, the city is requesting a one-time fine of $1,000 because this is a repeat violation.
What is the building permit issue?
That was issued last week, Tuesday.
I mean, what was the
The permit for the striping of the parking lot was issued last week, Tuesday. At the last hearing on the 16th of October, the owner was told that he needed a permit for the striping of the parking lot. He applied for it, it was denied, and he didn't continue the process until he was cited once again. He came back and then reapplied for the permit, which it was issued last week, Tuesday, but the work has to be also inspected. That wasn't done as well. Yesterday I went out there was also more trash and debris in the parking lot.
All right, but so in terms of 105.1, failure to secure a building permit, the building permit has now been secured?
Well, he did, like I said, he did receive the permit last week, but the work has to be inspected. That hasn't been done yet.
No, I understand that. I guess under 105.1, is the violation cured when the permit is secured, or is the
Yes.
violation? So
Yeah,
the
no, actually, it has to be. The permit has to be secured and also has to be inspected as well. And he was advised of this.
Let me just ask the city attorney, because seems like the other cases we've dealt with this morning, once the permit is issued, they've been determined to be in compliance, and then they're under the building permit. So I'm trying to figure out why this one is different.
I am looking up that, the particular wording on that, if you'll just give me one moment.
Sure. And then the request for a one-time $1,000 fine, you said that's because this is a repeat case. What are you relying on for the previous violation?
Well, the previous violation was the same, trash and debris, and also work without a permit.
Right, but what was the case? If you're saying this is a repeat violation, I need to know
Yes.
what the previous case was that you're saying makes this a repeat.
Well, the previous case, he was cited for trash and debris and the work without permit as well. I'm not sure if that's what you're asking.
What was the case number for the
Case
previous
number.
case?
Seven. It's this previous case here.
We
I'm
have
pulling
the
it up.
order.
I will bring you the order. Hold on.
I need to see the order and when that came into compliance.
That'd be all the way at the bottom. That's the old, it's already leaned, right? It's no complied.
Okay, so there was an order imposing a lien
Yes.
and that was,
What day? August 7, 2019. Can you see it?
so is there an order finding violation for that case?
Yes, there should be.
Okay, let me see. This is non-compliance. Let me look.
A 18106A, they were given 15 days to comply. Presumably that did not happen because I saw the lien order a minute ago. But for this to be a repeat, the previous case would have had to have come into compliance at some point, and this would have to be a new violation. So if there's no affidavit of compliance on the previous case and there's a lien running, this is a continuation, seems to me, and I'll ask the city attorney on that one too. It seems to me this is I'm not sure where we are on this one.
Okay, so let's go back to 105.1.
Yeah.
And the wording of that indicates that the respondent shall first make application to the building official and obtain the required permit.
Okay.
It's our contention that there is a different subsection for inspections.
Okay, so if 105.1 is what they were cited with and they got the permit, it may be a finding of fact, but they would at least, if the testimony is that the permit has been obtained, then it seems to me they're in compliance today. So my follow-up question would be, was the permit issued within the time frame in the notice of violation or not? If not, then it's finding of fact, and I'm happy to issue a finding of fact.
Special magistrate, if we could recall the case and I can look at it further. because
May
it's
I
gonna-
comment
it's-
something?
It's going to take me a couple of minutes.
I have the
I'll be
information
honest.
here. Can I just make a comment?
Yes. Okay. Let me go ahead and hear from the...
Just so I make a comment, and this is what I've been trying to get an answer from the city, and I have plenty of emails I can give you showing wise.
Sir, if you could just state your name for the
Oh,
record.
I'm sorry. Rafi Anak. I'm the manager of the entity that owns the property.
Okay.
So we were here in October for the case number CE 19090087. That violation was for debris, and it was for the parking lot that needed to get restriped. We had done the restriping 2 weeks before the hearing. The inspector saw it, but never told me I needed permits. I didn't know I needed permits. I had called somebody. You heard the case. You gave me 60 days to pull the permits. We applied for the permits that same day. It got rejected with some comments. We had to go back and do the revisions. We submitted to the city. It got approved last week, right before the holiday. We haven't been able to call for inspection. And from that period to today, I received this violation for the same exact thing, debris and not having a permit. We had 60 days, which haven't come up yet, with the first one to comply with the thing. And I sent various emails to Mr. Thompson, Mitchell Posner, Mark George. I have all the emails here. I'm going to turn over to you, asking why am I getting a violation for something I already have 60 days to comply with. Nobody responded.
Okay, and I think if you're listening along, these are the kind of the same questions I'm asking. So
Right.
if you can bear with me for a few minutes, I'm going to
Sure.
let the city look at this one a little more closely, and then we'll call you back up in a few minutes.
Okay, so then I have a couple other things afterwards.
All
That's
right,
fine.
thank you very much.
Number 17, 3901 36th Court, E201, CE 19110154. Number 17, 3901 36th Court, E201. Is anyone present for 3901?
I have the tenant here.
Okay.
Good morning, Natalie Clark, City of West Palm Beach Code Enforcement. 3901 36th Court, Unit E201 was cited on 11/8/19. Certified mail and City Hall, certified mail was sent on 11/13/19 in City Hall, and the property was posted on 11/14/19. The property was cited for 18-103G, 18-103I, and 18-1023. I've had contact with the property manager, Saul. The city is asking for an additional 30 days or $250 per day until all violations are in compliance. You wanna?
Okay, and we do or do not have a respondent for this one.
No, he's not.
You have an additional witness?
Yes,
that you
this
wanted?
is the tenant of the unit.
Okay, and were you sworn in, ma'am, when I swore everybody in this morning?
She wasn't here.
Let me go ahead and place you under oath. Do you swear or affirm under penalties of perjury that your testimony will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. If you can tell me your name and address, please.
My name is Monica Hickman. I reside at 3901 West 36th Court, apartment E201, West Palm Beach, Florida, 33407.
Thank you. What did you want to tell me about this case?
I've been a residency on this property now about 2 years. I'm actually hoping to relocate, but since that time, they haven't done anything regarding fixing up the property whatsoever. I've called on code enforcement on several issues. They've came out, they've done walkthroughs and so forth, but they never follow through with anything regarding taking care of the property. So my air conditioners, just several ongoing notices. I've spoken to them myself prior to this matter. I've also been advised by the maintenance manager that they have several work orders. He actually just spoke with me day before yesterday and said that they're not fixing anything that they have for the tenants. They're focusing on their vacant buildings, and they're charging like $1,600 to move in. So basically to them, it's just, a way of revenue to get their cash, but they're definitely not doing anything as far as fixing up the property of any sort. And I'm not behind on rent. I pay my rent the proper way and everything. It's just that they don't care about the people that reside there.
Yeah, let me ask you a couple questions. I'm looking at the photographs as I'm listening to you, and I saw some clear picture regarding the AC unit.
Yes.
Tell me about the plumbing fixture, the master bath shower, and the missing and damaged screens.
Okay, thank you for asking. We have 2 bathrooms. Obviously, in the master suite, I have my own bathroom. That entire shower, the shower area, is totally molded, totally gone. It needs to be removed and replaced. And the manager walked through with Saul, as well as Natalia, and was advised that, he said, I ordered you a whole new shower, the area. Saul would not allow him to purchase it. He would not. He said, that needs to be taken out and replaced totally. He told me day before yesterday, Saul told him to just get some white paint and paint over it and let that be.
Okay.
So that was day before yesterday, speaking to the manager. That's the maintenance manager as well. So they just really have no disregard for even, what you guys advise or the tenants or anyone for that matter.
All right, tell me about the violation that talks about the screens in the living room and master bedroom.
There aren't any.
There aren't any?
No, sir. We have a sliding, a balcony area with the sliding glass doors. There are no screens there. And it's funny, I was looking at the prior case as far as the debris and the trash. That is what you see every time you roll up to my residence. Every time you come to the home, it's like that. Okay. And that's a business, but it's like that it's like you live in the city dump. And I said, how would you feel if you were coming up to your residency and you drove up and saw that every single day? And they just don't care. We've done everything properly prior to even going this route. You understand, just could you please, work order after work order after work order. They just have no regard, unfortunately.
Okay.
And they're trying to basically get their, I guess, whatever's vacant done, and they're charging $1,600, and they don't care. We have faulty wire issues. Things catch on, fire, just a brush, everybody knows that whole building is just, so I need to try to really find another residency, for my own safety, but they just have no regard for the tenants, sir.
All right, thank you, I appreciate your testimony. Is there anything else from the city on this one? All right, I will find proper notice with the certified mail and with the posting. Based on the testimony and the evidence, I am going to find the property is in violation of City Code Sections 18102-3 and 18103-G and I. I'll accept the city's recommendation to for 30 days to bring everything into compliance. Thereafter, daily fines of $250 per day will be assessed until compliance is achieved.
Thank you very much, sir.
You have someone signed in for number 10, 1103 22nd Street, CE 1910037. That that case is complied.
Complied.
Yeah. And 11 is complied, 536 22nd Street, CE 191000523. Do we have anyone else here for contested matters?
All right, how are we doing on the one that we passed on? I'm just asking how we're doing on. I want to try and get that case resolved today, one way or the other. Okay.
Is anyone else here for a case?
All right, let's give them a couple more minutes and
I'll call someone to record.
start rolling through these. Yeah.
Do you want me to call the compliance
Yeah.
person?
No, we can go ahead and go, and
Okay.
let's proceed.
Number 9 is complied, 735th Street, CE 191000357. Number 12, 505 Northwood Road, CE 191000477.
What happened with number 7?
Oh, yeah, you're right. We'll have to do that. I'll
Okay.
call it after.
That's cool. Okay. Number 12, Mr. Petrick.
Good, all right. Good morning, Joe Petrick, West Palm Beach Code Enforcement. This case in reference to a business that was issued a notice of violation for trash and debris. Mainly was old furniture pieces stored in the back of the property. Weeds and overgrowth, banners and signs put on the building without a permit. On October 27th, I met with the tenants, who are also the business owners, and we discussed the violations and the time frame that they needed to comply. They said they could have all the violations cured, which means removing the trash and debris, removing the weeds and overgrowth, and obtaining a permit for the signs and banners or removing them within 2 weeks. After that conversation, I issued a notice of violation October 31st and gave them 15 days to comply. The notice of violation was sent out via certified mail and posting on that date. Since the notice of violation was issued, I haven't heard from the tenants or the respondent. Yesterday, when I was going through my notes, I realized I had the respondent's contact information through some other code cases that I dealt with her on. I gave her a call and left her a message, but I haven't heard back from her yet. My reinspection yesterday revealed most of the trash and debris was removed, but a small pile still remains in back of the back of the business in violation of Code Section 18106A. Weeds remain on the property in violation of Code Section 18106B. The sign and banners remain, and no permits have been applied for in violation of Code Sections 105.1, 18106H, and 94402B22. The city is asking for compliance within 30 days or a $100 a day fine be assessed.
Just give me a second. I'm just on the 94402B22 where it says do not use. Is there a substitute code section for that at this point?
If we wanted to disregard that code section, it's covered in 105.1 and 18106H. Apparently, the computer generates these, the agenda.
Yeah, because I don't think that that's a code section anymore. It appears like that got, if you go to 94402B, it only goes to, well, there's B.1 that goes to parens 10 and B.2 that goes to parens 14. So I think that might be, that code chapter might have got revised or something.
Okay.
I'm not finding a code section in your code that, which is probably, like you said, why it says do not use.
Okay. All right, we could, I apologize about that. We could disregard that code
No
section.
problem. And the only reason I know that is because I see those every now and then on the lien reduction requests where it says do not use. So I learned that. Okay. Is there anybody here on behalf of the respondent in this case? I will find proper notice with the certified mail and the posting based on the testimony and the evidence. I do find the property is in violation as cited, with the exception of the 94402B22. I'll accept the city's recommendation for 30 additional days to comply and thereafter daily fines of $100 per day.
Thank you.
Thanks. We ready to go back to, I don't remember which
Number
agenda.
52, 4700 Broadway, CE 1911091.
All right, where are we?
Mitch Posner, Code Enforcement. First, she was going to address the question of the repeat violation.
Yes.
Okay, with regard to, let me go back into my handy dandy. Based on the prior case, it was given 15 days for compliance on 18106A. It was out of compliance at that deadline for 4 days. So I do feel it's a repeat violation.
That's not correct. I had 60 days for the permit, 15 for the trash.
It was correct, 15 days for 18106A,
And that was,
and that's the basis for the repeat.
so let's go back. Can you pull up the previous case?
And just for the record, the prior case upon which we're basing the repeat is CE 19090087, cited on 9/10/2019.
Yeah. So let me see the order finding violation on that one again. No, I need to see the orders finding violation. So, okay, this was case 19-1909087. 18106A required compliance within 15 days, and that was for the hearing on October 16th, so the compliance deadline was October 31st. When did that come into compliance?
11/5 of 19.
11/5, it came into compliance. Okay.
Within days, we received more complaints from the neighborhood.
Okay, is there an affidavit of compliance to that effect?
I don't believe it's attached at this time to the case yet.
Pardon me?
I don't believe the form is attached to the case yet, but the
Okay.
fine stopped running on 11/5.
Okay, so that fine stopped running on 11/5.
Yes, sir.
And then, in the case that's before me this morning, the case 10191, that ends in 10191, the testimony was that that was observed on November 14th, so that would have been 9 days after the first one came into compliance.
That's when it was observed by city staff to get the pictures,
Right.
based on the response from before that.
Right, okay. Okay, so that would make the 18106A violation, in this case, a repeat. And then the relief that's being requested is a one-time $1,000 fine.
That's for one time? Okay.
Yes?
That is
Yeah.
what code
Okay.
enforcement is requesting.
All right, so now tell me, let's go back to the other one, the 105.1. Where are we with that?
Okay, first backing up a little bit further based on his response to that. The case in October that you heard, what was cited was 94-485-B1E, which was basically for parking lot repair.
Right.
That was complied because he repaired the parking lot, but when he repaired it, he did it without a permit, so that's why it's 105.1 this time. He stated it was the same thing, but it's not the same thing. Now, the 105.1 was complied when the permit was issued on 11/26.
Okay.
Which was before the compliance date. There's an additional code that would have needed to be there to require an inspection, and that was not cited, so it cannot be applied in this case.
So we are complied with 105.1.
Yes, the remaining issue is the trash and debris.
Got it. Okay, thank you for that clarification. Now let me go back to respondent. Let me go ahead and hear from, we already got,
Yeah,
well, go ahead and. put
Rafi
your-
Anak, manager of the entity that owns the property.
Okay.
I'd like to use this forum to really ask the city, because they have been hounding on me and treating me very unfairly. To give you a little history of this property, we've only owned it for 1 year. Before we purchased it, obviously the previous owner apparently had a lot of issues with trash, debris, litter, and the city, the staff, residents, understandably were fed up okay? And I'm not blaming them for it. And so now what has happened is it's gotten to a point where it's at a boiling point. Every time a piece of paper blows by the thing, it goes blown out of proportion. I'm gonna give you a picture of our parking lot.
Why don't you show that to Mr. Posner, and then I'll take a look. Is there any objection to this being made part of the record?
The objection I have is I didn't see a timestamp or anything to indicate when it was taken. Do you
I
have
sent it
any-
in
do you have
email. I
any
just printed the
information?
email
Can you tell me when this picture was taken?
2 weeks ago. I mean,
this-
that's what the parking lot looks like. Again, this is the city working against me. That's what the parking lot looks like.
I'll make this part of the record as evidence of what the parking lot looked like when the picture was taken 2 weeks ago, which was, well, today's December 4th, so that would have been November 20th. So this is
There you
what-
could see where it's the same color right there that you're looking at, the parking lot. So that's the parking lot, okay? The big picture of the parking lot. This property, like I said, I think everyone was fed up with the garbage. We have been in constant communication with the city. I have dozens of emails from our last hearing, which I said was October,
Yep.
where we were cited for the garbage. I have dozens of emails, which I'm going to give to you right now.
Show them to the city first.
Dozens of emails of me communicating with Inspector Thompson, Mitchell Posner, the Northwood Harbor Association, literally everybody.
Sir, just to correct it, the name is Posner.
Oh, sorry, Posner, Mr. Posner. I've been in constant communication with them since that last violation. We understand there's an issue with garbage. Since we've purchased the property in 1 year, we've painted the exterior of the building, the whole building. We've restriped the parking lot. We've upgraded the landscaping that gives to Broadway Avenue. We have changed the garbage dumpster doors. We have invested a lot of money. They really have some sort of personal issue with me that they just keep attacking us.
Objection. City has no personal stake in this whatsoever.
Okay, so with our property, because we have over $20,000 in fines for garbage. We're in constant communication with them. Since our last hearing, you have all those emails, and we have hired a company, which I notified them of, which may be in there. It's called, here it is. Michael J. Johns, it's a
So let me
garbage
just
company.
stop real quick. Without objection, we'll accept into the record. There's a series of
Emails.
1, 2,
Some of them are email threads.
3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like 8 emails or email threads, and I'm basing the number 8 on how they're either stapled together or just individual sheets.
Yeah, I
So
just put
those
them
will be
together.
made part of the record for
So
this
since the
hearing.
last hearing in October, constant communication with them, we hired a company called Michael J. Johns. They're a garbage company that's been working with the city for over 20 years, and we've hired them to do continual cleanup at our property, aside from what the tenant does. So I'd like to I emailed this in, but I'll show him, and I want to turn it over to you. So we've hired this company to do continual garbage removal. You'll see in some of their pictures, they're literally zooming into the bushes with one piece of garbage. They're zooming in on one box that might be somewhere. I mean, look at the parking lot. It's a big parking lot. If you stand there, you won't say, this is a dump. I mean, they present the property as if it's like, a dump, abandoned, and it's just not the case. Garbage is a continual problem in that whole neighborhood, that whole area. We're trying our best. We're trying to stay in communication. But the city, instead of calling me and saying, hey, Rafi, we saw this happen, what's going on? Instead, I have no communication from them. And then all of a sudden, I have to come to hearing, and they want to charge us all this money like we're just as delinquent owners of the property and not doing anything. I sent an email on November 20th, which I'm going to turn over to you. That's 2 weeks ago. Not a single person responded to this email. The email was to Inspector Thompson, Mr. Posner, Northwood Harbor Association, Mark Joyce, Richard Green, and I copied the Mayor James' office, okay? I'd like to read the email to you. I said, good afternoon to all. I want to send a new email to everyone and include the mayor's office to see if we can come to a working relationship between us, because at the rate the city is coming after us, we're going to have to close up shop and lose millions of dollars. We have owned this property for a little over a year, and in that time, we've repainted the exterior, repainted basically what I just told you, what we've done to the property. We understand that for many years before we owned it, it was plagued with problems of trash and litter. I think the issue is that residents nearby and the city itself got to a point where they are fed up with the property, and any little piece of trash gets blown out of proportion. I understand that sometimes things get to a boiling point, but we have done absolutely everything in our power to better the property, and I don't think anyone can deny the difference that there has been gradually. All we want to be able to do is conduct our business without constant harassment of the city. We hired Michael J. Johns, who has worked with the city for 20 years, to do continual cleanup at the property besides what's already done by Family Dollar. The Family Dollar district manager has met with code enforcement officer at the property. I have sent countless of emails to people copied here. I've gone to hearings. I am the most accessible person, and all we keep doing is getting certified mail of more violations. Here's a list of violations, and it's the ones that you guys already know. I was at the property today at 10:30 a.m. Actually, that's when that picture was of, so November 20th was that picture. 10:30 a.m. and it was clean, picture attached, which is one you have. I decided to drive around the neighborhood and the properties. I saw the following. And I put a couple of houses that were littered with the front lawn, pictures of garbage bags in front of the Walgreens, plenty of garbage all over there. I put, this is just for me doing a quick run around the block. If we went up and down the streets, I would have seen this everywhere. I'm not sending this as a complaint about them, but as an illustration that there's trash all over the city. Everyone is looking at our property under a microscope, and every time there's one little piece of trash, we get a violation. The city cannot expect us to have the property 100% clean 100% of the time. It's not realistic. I speak about a neighbor that's right in front. Her name is Miss Wright. She has a house that's always with the grass super high, always garbage. I've spoken to a neighbor down the street. I won't name her. She's one of the homeowners who in the past has complained about her property, and rightfully so. But today she can tell you that the property has improved. We're not looking for any special treatment. We just want to invest in the city like we have and continue to do so. But we cannot if the city cites us for every little thing and works against us. I ask that everyone take a deep breath and put things into perspective. You're after us like the property were a junkyard, and it's clearly not. I look forward to hearing from you guys. Again, 2 weeks ago, nobody responded.
Show me,
May I, sir? Respondent submitted as a proposed exhibit a proposal with Michael J. Johns. It is signed by Michael J. Johns on October 30th. There is no indication that this is a completed signed
And what is it?
contract. It's a proposal
contract
for,
for
excuse me,
services?
I apologize.
Okay.
Proposal for the weekly maintenance of parking area and lot. So it's just a proposal.
Yeah, I may have printed the wrong one. I can
Okay,
email you guys the
folks,
invoices.
one at a time.
Okay,
So
sorry.
that's my objection to it. You can,
Okay.
you can
Nope.
receive it,
Scroll
but
me-
knowing that.
Can you please bring me up the picture of the dumpster area and tell me what date that was taken? And over objection, I'll make this proposal part of the record.
I can send you guys invoices that we've paid them for the services.
What
You
was
guys
the
can
date
con-
that picture was taken? Or that picture? Okay,
So that's inside the dumpster, right?
Sir, if I may?
okay.
The parking lot paving and all that notwithstanding, the crux of the issue, the crux of the neighborhood concern is the trash and generally, specifically, this dumpster. The issues here go back to when he bought the property, as he stated. We've had many meetings with him, a myriad of emails back and forth. I'm sorry he feels one went unanswered. I could provide twice as high a stack of answered emails. Numerous meetings with him, including with one of the city administrators at one time. Bottom line, at our suggestion, they put a lock on the dumpster. His tenant refuses to keep the dumpster locked.
They have put a couple locks that they've been stolen and they've replaced them. I can have them send you information about that. They continually put locks. Sometimes they get broke into. Most of the problem, like he stated, and absolutely correct, is the dumpster area. But the property itself is clean. It's not a dump. And they close it, and it's open 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's not going to be 100%.
Is that the only dumpster area on the property?
Correct.
Okay.
Can I continue? You kind of interrupted.
Real quick, because I've pretty much decided what I'm doing
Okay.
here.
He pointed out the city's picking on him every time there's a single piece of trash. Anytime it's gone to a hearing, there's certainly been more than one single piece of trash in the picture shown to the magistrate. That's always been heard to against them. Always been agreed to by the magistrate as a violation, as it should be. And every single time that he complains he cited so much, is in response to complaints from the citizens, code enforcement has no choice but to respond and to cite when we come across that. So there's nothing personal about this. We agree it can't be 100% clean 100% of the time, but the dumpster can certainly be locked to hide that.
Right. And that's after the last year in October is when we decided to hire an extra company to do continual
Okay.
cleanup. That wasn't done till, like I said, just recently in October after that last hearing. So we're just continually trying to improve.
Okay.
And Mr. Magistrate, to tie up loose ends, another email that Mr.
Was that
Ralphie
the one that he
submitted.
read-
No,
that you
That was the
read?
one that I read.
no objection.
All right, then we'll make that part of the record. Okay, I do find proper notice in this case. Respondent is present. You have posting and certified mail. I'm going to find the property is in compliance with 105.1 regarding the building permit. But I am going to find 18106A is a violation and is a repeat violation. And I'm going to make a couple of quick comments here based on everything that I've heard. It's not the city's job to babysit any property in the city. Property owners are responsible to take care of their property. They shouldn't, it's not sit there and wait until the city complains about something. It's property owner's job to take care of the property. I remember this case from October or September or whenever it was. It's very clear to me this is not about one or two pieces of trash that they're zooming in on. There are pictures from November, pictures from December of that dumpster area just overflowing with volume of trash that's unacceptable. There you go. That's not acceptable. To me, if that's the only dumpster enclosure on this property, that tells me you need more dumpsters. And that's something that you need to deal with the solid waste provider, I presume, and provide sufficient capacity for people to put their trash or whatever. But that is, if I looked at that, I'd complain. And if I was the city, I'd continue to cite that every day as well. That's unacceptable. So, today I have an agenda that's got about 75 cases on it. I've had agendas that have had double that amount of cases on it. This is not the only property that comes to this venue every month. There are, and I'm not the only magistrate that hears code enforcement cases. So this is in no way do I, and probably if you looked at this agenda, at least half of them have a citation for trash and debris or junk. I completely disagree that you're being singled out and being picked on or that there's a vendetta. This is what code enforcement does. You need to get a handle on this, whether it's getting more dumpsters but you're the property owner, you need to figure it out. So I do find that there's a violation. I find it's a repeat violation based on the evidence. I am going to accept the city's recommendation of a $1,000 one-time fine, and please don't come back because it's only going to get worse.
Can I make a comment?
Thank you. No, I'm finished with the case.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Number 7, 807 36th Street, CE 191000465.
Good morning, Joseph Oliva, Chronic Nuisance Officer for the City of West Palm Beach. This property was declared a chronic nuisance on 10/29/2019. The declaration was posted on 10/30/2019 and certified mail sent on 10/30/2019. There has been no contact with the owner nor an action plan to date. The notice of violation was posted on 10/14/2019 and certified mail was sent on 11/14/2019. The property has been owned since September of 2005. Its previous adjudications are CE 190-70043 on 10/1/2019 for overgrown swale and fence repair. The city requests that the special magistrate find a pattern of nuisance activity and enter a chronic nuisance service order for the services to be provided by the city to include but not limited to maintaining of the landscape, removal of any trash and debris, tree trimming of the trees and hedges, and access to the yard and any other abatement methods necessary to keep this property in compliance.
All right, is there anybody here on behalf of the respondent? Seeing that there is not, I will make a finding of proper notice with the certified mail and the posting that was testified to. Based on the evidence and the testimony, I do find a pattern of nuisance activity. I will enter a chronic nuisance abatement order, authorize the city to enter the property, abate the violations that are related to the vegetation, the trash and debris, and the other violations as testified to, authorize assessment of the costs of that activity against the property as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Number 13 is complied, 3014 North Flagler Drive, CE 191100040. Number 14 is complied, 1216 Alpha Street, CE 191000437. Number 15, 1215 Alpha Street, CE 191000438.
Michael Williams, Code Enforcement Officer, City of West Palm Beach. 1215 Alpha Street was cited on 10/28/19. Certified mail was sent on 10/29/19. We do have a signed certified mail receipt on file. The property, as well as City Hall, is posted on 10/30/19. Property was cited for 18100 safe egress, removal of the awnings from the windows, and 94-482-A, unapproved parking of vehicles onto the swell adjacent the roadway area. As recent as yesterday, rather, I did notice that they are continuing to park a vehicle into the swell area when I went out to do a reinspection. In light of that, the city wants to give them an additional 20 days in order to comply, or a fine of $50 per day be imposed.
Okay. Just make a note for the record, there do not appear to be any additional respondents present for hearings on the regular agenda, so I'm not going to keep asking if there's a respondent present. If somebody does appear, please let me know so we can swear them in and hear from them. But on this one, I do find proper notice with the posting on the certified mail. Based on the evidence, I do find the property remains in violation of City Code Sections 18100 and 94-482A. I'll accept the city's recommendation to allow an additional 20 days for compliance, thereafter $50 per day until compliance is achieved.
Number 16, Gardenia Street, CE 191100095.
Michael Williams, Code Enforcement Officer, City of West Palm Beach. This is a vacant lot located on Gardenia Street, adjacent one of the main thoroughfares here in the city. It's a commercial vacant lot. Property was cited on 11/7/19. Certified mail was sent on 11/7/19. The certified mail was returned. Property, as well as City Hall, was posted on 11/7/19. Property was cited for 18106B excessive growth, and 74-4-C-5 cleanup of the right-of-way. The respondent was given until 11/22/19 to comply the violations. To date, the violations still remain. The city's requesting a one-time fine of $1,000, and also in order to abate the health and safety violations of the high grass and weeds and the trash and the debris in the swell area there, as it does create a haven for vermin and snakes.
All right, I do find proper notice in this case with the certified mail and the posting. I also do find, based on the testimony and evidence, the property is in violation of 18106B and 74-4C-5, and that the condition of those violations constitutes a threat to the public health, safety, and welfare. We'll assess the one-time $1,000 fine, and also likewise authorize the city to enter the property, abate the health, safety, welfare violations, and assess the costs.
Thank you.
Number 18, 948 39th Street, CE 191100265.
Natalie Clark, City of West Palm Beach Code Enforcement. 948 39th Street was cited on 11/20/19. The property and City Hall were posted on 11/25/19, and certified mail was sent on 11/22/19. The property was cited for 94-302-A3. The owner has since applied for the permit. It was applied for on 11/27/19. The city is asking for an additional 30 days or $50 per day until compliance is achieved.
And within that 30 days, the permit needs to be picked up,
And closed.
inspected,
Yes.
and closed, and that's under 94-302-A3. And the fence is already built, that's.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, I do find proper notice. I'll find property remains in violation as cited, and I'll accept the recommendation for 30 days and $50 per day thereafter.
Number 19, 3809 Australian Court, CE 19110272.
Natalie Clark, City of West Palm Beach Code Enforcement, 3809 Australian Court, was cited on 11/2019. The property and City Hall were posted on 11/25/19, and certified mail was sent on 11/22/19. The property was cited for 26-35-B, it's a repeat violation, and 74-34-A1J. The property has since come into compliance. However, the city is asking for $50 per day since the violation was discovered on 11/2019, which is a total of $600.
And what was the compliance date?
12/2.
12/2?
Yes.
What was the previous case?
Okay, so it's two of them, yeah. So CE 19050069 and CE 19070326.
And both of those were for 7434A1J?
Yes,
And they
one
both-
of them did comply, the other one did run fines.
But they both ultimately complied before November 20th?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, then I will find proper notice based on the testimony and the evidence. I will find properties in violation of 7434A1J, that violation is a repeat violation based on 2 prior cases that both came into compliance. I will assess the daily fines of $50 per day, beginning when this repeat violation was observed on November 20th, concluding on December 2nd for a total of $600. That's it. Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Number 2921 Avon Road, CE 19090399.
Don Williams, Code Enforcement. I cited this property on September 24th. Certified mail was sent out on October 31st. I posted the property November 15th, and the violation is 18-106L, which is the landscape requirements. And as of yesterday, the property is not in compliance. So I'm asking 30 days to comply or $100 a day thereafter.
I will find proper notice with the posting and the certified mail. So they have to get rid of all the mulch and put in?
Yes, yes, some more plants or some more grass need to be planted.
Gotcha.
They got pretty much the whole yard of mulch.
Sort of like, nice try, but not quite. Okay. All right. I do find, oh, wow, it is the whole yard, isn't it? Do they have to get a permit to fix that, or
No,
can they just
lay
drop
sod.
sod?
No.
Okay. I will find, based on the evidence, property remains in violation of 18106L. I will require compliance within 30 days. Thereafter, daily fines of $100 per day.
Number 21 is complied, 1021 Avon Road, CE 19090408. Number 22 is complied, 1024 Upland Road, CE 19090426. Number 23, 2024 Dock Street, CE 19090463.
Don Williams, Code Enforcement. Cited this property on September 25th. A certified mail sent and received on October 29th. I posted the property November 18th. It was cited for a 94-485-E, which is parking lot need to be resurfaced, and no contact with the owner. So I'm asking 30 days to comply or $100 a day thereafter.
Should be number 23, 2024 Dock.
Yes. 94 yes, that's the same.
The pictures up here are for the last case, I believe.
Okay.
It should be 23, number 23.
That's it.
Yep.
There we go. Okay. Okay, I will find proper notice with the certified mail and posting based on the evidence. I do find the property is in violation of 94-485E. I'll accept the 30-day compliance recommendation and thereafter daily fines of $100 per day.
Thank you.
Number 24 is complied, 1210 Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard, D3, CE191000159. Number 25 is complied, 1210 Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard, A8, CE191000165. Number 26 is complied, 1210 Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard, A10, CE191000173. Number 27, 709 North Tamron Avenue, CE191101111.
Good morning. Officer Phil Cartwright, City of West Palm Beach Code Enforcement. The property at 709 North Tamron Avenue was originally cited on November 7th of 2019 for clean and sanitary conditions and loose rubbish. Service was achieved by certified mail. The property was posted on January 8th of 2019, as well as posted in City Hall. All the violations are still current.
That doesn't look like the right pictures.
27.
Yep, yes, that's it. The city is asking that the property come into compliance within 5 days or abatement.
Yeah, I could see where that could harbor some vermin. All right, I do find proper notice in this case with the posting in the certified mail. Based on the testimony and the evidence, I will find property remains in violation of 18106A and 18107-3, and that those violations rise to the level of a threat to the public health, safety, and welfare. I will accept the city's recommendation, allow 5 days for compliance. Thereafter, the city is authorized to enter the property, abate the violation, and assess the costs.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Number 29, 1301 North Australian, CE191000067.
Cassandra St. Hilaire, Code Enforcement. This property was cited on October 5th. Certified mail was sent out on October 8th. The property and City Hall were posted on October 8th. I've had contact with the property owner. The property was originally cited for 18106A, 7434A1J, 74-483, 74-4C4, 74-4C5, 94482A, 94487B2, and 9471C. All of the violations have complied with the exception of 94482A. So at this time, the city is asking for an additional 15 days or $50 per day until compliance is achieved.
I heard you say posted. Was there certified mail as well?
Certified mail was sent on the October 8th.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then the remaining violation, they just have to,
The unpaved park, 94482A.
but all they have to do is move.
Unpaved
move the
parking.
Yeah, they don't have, okay.
Yeah.
All right, I do find proper notice. Based on the testimony and the evidence, I'll find the property remains in violation of City Code Section 94-482A, but has complied with all other code sections. I'll accept the city's recommendation to allow an additional 15 days for compliance. Thereafter, daily fines of $50 per day.
Number 30, 535 16th Street, CE191000081.
Cassandra St. Hilaire, Code Enforcement with the City of West Palm. This property was cited on October 7th. Certified mail was signed for on October 17th. The property and City Hall were posted October 30th. I've had contact with the property owner. The property was originally cited for 18105J, 18106A, 94302A4, 94443A, and 94446-2. The property has complied with 944462 and 94302A4. The city is recommending 30 days or $100 per day for the remaining violations.
30 days or how much?
100.
100?
Yes.
For 94-443A, what do they have to do to comply?
They need to provide screenings with the fence because of where their zone is residential and commercial. Because it's in a residential area, it asks that they screen the property.
All right, I will find proper service with the signed certified mail and the posting. Based on the evidence, I'll find the property is complied with 94-302A4 and 94-446-2, but remains in violation of the other sections cited in the notice. I'll accept the recommendation for 30 days to comply. Thereafter, daily fines of $100 per day.
Number 31, 535 Lilac Court, CE 191000095.
Sandra St. Hilaire, Code Enforcement. This property was cited on October 7th. Certified mail was sent on October 10th. The property and City Hall were posted on October 30th. I've had no contact with the owner. This property was cited for 1813E, 1816A, 1816B, 74-483, and 74-4C5. The city is asking for 10 days or an abate for 1816A, 1816B, 74-483, 74-4C5, and 45 days for 1813A, 1813E, or $150 a day until compliance is achieved.
So you're asking for 10 days and abate on everything except 18103E, and you want 45 days?
Yes, sir.
And 150 on that one?
Yes, sir.
All right. I will find proper notice, and I will find property remains in violation as cited and accept the city's recommendation for 10 days to comply and an abatement order. I do find that the violations other than 18103E constitute a threat to public health, safety, and welfare. For 18103E, I'll also accept the recommendation for 45 days to comply, and thereafter daily fines of $150 per day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Number 32, 1014 26th Street, CE 191000381.
Good morning. Ray Young, City of West Palm Beach, Code Compliance. 1014 26th Street was originally cited on 10/23 of 2019 with a notice of violation posted at the property and City Hall on 10/28 of 2019. Certified mail was sent on 10/24 of 2019. This property was cited for 18105J, 34102A, and 82144. I have made contact with the owner, and 18105J was complied. All other violations still exist. Therefore, the city is requesting an additional 30 days to come into compliance, or $200 per day until compliance is achieved.
On the business tax, is it that they have a delinquent tax, or that they never ever
They
got?
never had one.
Okay. So the 30 days would be to apply for and
Apply and
pay
obtain,
the
correct.
business tax?
Correct.
Okay. All right, I do find proper notice with the posting and certified mail. I will find the property is in compliance with 18105J, but remains in violation of the other sections cited in the notice. I'll accept the city's recommendation, allow an additional 30 days for compliance, thereafter daily fines of $200 per day.
Thank you.
Number 33, 3017 Windsor Avenue 1, CE 191000484.
Ray Young, City, West Palm Beach, Code Compliance, 3017 Windsor Avenue, was originally cited on 10/30 of 2019 with a notice of violation posted at the property and City Hall on 11/4 of 2019. Certified mail was sent on 10/31 of 2019. This property was cited for 18162A, 2232A, and 1051 permit required. I have made contact with the owner, and 1051 was complied. All other violations still exist. Therefore, the city is requesting an additional 30 days to come into compliance, or $200 per day until compliance is achieved. They started the rental license process, but it hasn't been completed as yet.
So which one complied?
Just the permit required, 1051
Okay.
was complied.
So they got that done, but they still have to do the rental license and certificate of
correct.
use. Okay, I do find proper notice in this case. I will find property is complied with 105.1 but remains in violation of 18162A and 2232A. I'll accept the recommendation for an additional 30 days to comply. Thereafter, daily fines of $200 per day.
Thank you.
Number 34, 909 30th Street, CE 191000485.
Rayleigh Young City, West Palm Beach Code Compliance. 909 30th Street was originally cited on 10/30 of 2019 with the notice of violation posted at the property and City Hall on 11/4 of 2019. Certified mail was sent on 10/31 of 19. This property was cited for 18103B and 18103J. I have made contact with the owner and contractor who is currently working with the Historic Department to complete all repairs. Therefore, the city is requesting an additional 180 days to come into compliance, or $200 per day until compliance is achieved.
All right, and you've had contact, and that should be able to get them through the historical preservation
Yeah,
process?
it's taking a while, but they're dealing with the Historic Department as
Yeah.
we speak.
So 6 months should be...
Correct.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
All right, I do find proper notice. I do find property remains in violation as cited, and I'll accept the recommendation for 180 days to comply, and thereafter daily fines of $200 per day.
Thank you.
Number 35 is complied, 938 31st Street, CE 191100127. Number 36, 3406 Greenwood, CE 191100146.
Rayleigh Young City, West Palm Beach Code Compliance. 3406 Greenwood Avenue was originally cited on 11/8 of 2019 with the notice of violation posted at the property and City Hall on 11/13 of 2019. Certified mail was sent on 11/12, 2019. This property was cited for 18162A, 2232A, 34102A, and 18103J. I have made contact with the owner, and all violations still do exist. The city is requesting an additional 30 days to come into compliance, or $200 per day until compliance is achieved. That's not good.
All right, I do find proper notice in this case. Based on the evidence, I do find that the property remains in violation as cited in the notice. I'll accept the recommendation for an additional 30 days to comply, and thereafter daily fines of $200 per day.
Thank you.
Number 37, 7765 Red River Road, CE 190600478.
Good morning, Officer Levine, City of West Palm Beach Code. This property was cited for failure to obtain a rental license and certificate of use. Service was accomplished by certified mail, which was signed for on 10/17/2019. On November 21st, I spoke to the husband of the property owner who lives in Connecticut, and because they live in Connecticut, I asked him to have the tenant call me to set up an appointment for inspection. To date, I've not heard from anyone. There is an active application in the system for the license. The city is requesting 30 days to come into compliance, or $200 a day thereafter.
All right, we'll find proper notice. You have a signed certified mail. Based on the testimony, I will find property remains in violation as cited, and accept the recommendation for an additional 30 days to comply, and thereafter daily fines of $200 per day.
Number 38, 1401 Village Boulevard, 128, CE 190900491.
This property too was cited for failure to obtain a rental license and certificate of use. Certified mail was returned on 10/4/2019. The property was posted on 11/13/2019. Their license was applied for on 11/26/2019, at which time an email notification was sent to property management with instructions to contact me for an inspection. No one has yet reached out to me. The city is requesting 30 days to come into compliance, or $200 a day thereafter.
All right, I'll find proper notice with posting in the certified mail. I'll find property remains in violation as cited in the notice, and allow the additional 30 days for compliance. Thereafter, daily fines of $200 per day.
Number 39, 415 Executive Center Drive, 213, CE 190900493.
This property was cited to failure to obtain a rental license and certificate of use. Certified mail was returned on 10/28/2019. Property was posted on 11/13/2019. Occupancy of this property was verified by property management I've had no contact with the property owner, and there isn't an active application in the system. City's requesting 30 days to come into compliance at $200 a day thereafter.
Thank you. We'll find proper notice with the certified mail and posting. I'll find property remains in violation as cited and accept the recommendation for an additional 30 days to comply and daily fines of $200 per day thereafter.
Number 40, 1401 Village Boulevard, 1725, CE 19090547.
This property too was cited for failure to obtain a rental license and certificate of use. Certified mail was returned on 11/16/2019. The property was posted on 11/13/2019. An inspection of this property was done on 11/2, and it failed for leaking faucet both in the toilet and in the kitchen. Went back to do a re-inspection on 11/16, at which time there was no answer at the door. And on 11/21, I sent an email to the property manager, and I'm yet to get a return response. There is an active application in the system. The city is requesting 30 days to come into compliance or $200 a day thereafter.
All right, thank you. I will find proper notice. Based on the evidence, I will find the property remains in violation as cited, accept the recommendation for an additional 30 days to comply, thereafter daily fines of $200 per day.
Number 41, 1401 Village Boulevard, 938, CE 19090551.
This property was cited for failure to obtain a rental license and certificate of use. Certified mail was returned on 11/7/2019. The property was posted on 11/13/2019. I've had no contact with the property owner. There isn't an application in the system for a rental license. Occupancy was verified by property management. City is requesting 30 days to come into compliance or $200 a day thereafter.
All right, I'll find proper notice in this case with the certified mail and the posting. We'll find that the property remains in violation as cited based on the testimony and accept the 30-day recommendation for compliance as well as the $200 daily fine if compliance is not achieved within the 30 days.
Number 42, 1401 Village Boulevard, 1715, CE 19090552.
This property was also cited for failure to obtain a rental license and certificate of use. Certified mail was returned on 11/7/2019. The property was posted on 11/13/2019. I've had no contact with the property owner. There isn't an active application in the system. Occupancy was verified by property management. The city is requesting 30 days to come into compliance or $200 a day thereafter.
Here, there was certified mail as well in this one?
Yes, sir. Certified mail was returned on 11/7.
Thank you. Then I will find proper notice. We'll find, based on the evidence and testimony, the property remains in violation as cited. Accept the recommendation for compliance within 30 days, and thereafter daily fines of $200 per day.
Thank you. Happy holidays.
To you too. Thank you.
Number 43, 424 53rd Street, CE 19110557.
Robert Watkins, City of West Palm Beach Code Compliance. This property was cited on November the 4th. Certified mail was sent November the 5th. Certified mail was received November the 9th. Posted City Hall November the 25th. This property was cited for 18-100, 18-106, 18-106G, 94-482A, and 94-71C. No violations have been complied with as of yet. No communication with the homeowner. And the city is requesting 30 days or $100 per day afterwards.
Thank you. I will find proper notice in this case with the posting and the certified mail. I'll, based on the evidence and testimony, find the property remains in violation as cited. I'll accept the recommendation for 30 additional days to comply, and thereafter daily fines of $100 per day.
Number 44, 520 54th Street, CE 19110059.
Robert Watkins, City of West Palm Beach Code Compliance. This property was cited on November the 4th. Certified mail was sent November the 5th. Certified mail was received November the 8th. Posted City Hall November the 25th. This property was cited for 18-100, 18-106B, 34-102A, 94-71C. Compliant violations were 34-102A. Violations are still present are 18-100, 18-106B, 94-71C. No communication with the homeowner or tenant. City is requesting 30 days or $100 per day after.
Okay, thank you. I do find proper notice with the posting and the certified mail. Based on the evidence, I will find the property has complied with 34102A but remains in violation as otherwise cited. I'll allow an additional 30 days to comply and thereafter daily fines of $100 per day.
Number 46, 619 59th Street, CE 19110084.
Robert Watkins, City of West Palm Beach Code Compliance. This property was cited November the 5th. Certified mail was sent November the 6th. Certified mail was received November the 15th. Posted City Hall November the 25th. This property was cited for 18-100, 18-106A, 18-106B, 78-6, 94-302-A-4, 94-71C. All violations are still not in compliance. Spoke with the new property management. We come up with a 20-day period of time and $50 per day afterwards.
30 days and $50 per
Yes,
day?
sir.
Okay. The numbering standards, are they missing completely, or are they just not?
They're painted over.
Painted over?
Yeah.
I didn't see the picture.
You can't tell if it's
Oh, I see.
from the street. You can't tell
Yep.
only if you zoom in.
All right, I will find proper notice with the certified mail and posting. In this case, I will find, based on the evidence, property remains in violation as cited, and allow an additional 30 days for compliance. Thereafter, daily fines of $50 per day will be assessed.
Number 48, 521 57th Street, CE 19110221.
This property, Robert Watkins, City of West Palm Beach Code Compliance. This property was cited November the 15th. Certified mail was sent out November the 18th. Certified mail was returned November the 22nd. Posted City Hall the 25th of November. This property was cited for 105-1, failure to retain a permit. Spoke with the property owners requesting 60 days or $100 per day after to receive and get and have the windows inspected for the permit.
The windows are already in, so they
Yeah,
just have to
they've
get the
already in.
permit?
Mhm.
Okay. All right, I will find proper service with the certified mail and posting. In this case, based on the evidence, I'll find the property remains in violation of City Code Section 105.1. Accept the recommendation for an additional 60 days to comply, and thereafter daily fines of $100 per day will be assessed until compliance is achieved.
Number 49 is complied, 512 46th Street, CE 19100489. Number 50, 525 47th Street, CE 19100503.
Good morning. Chris Thompson, City of West Palm Code Compliance. Property at 525 47th Street was cited on 10/31/2019. Notice of violation was posted at City Hall on 10/31 as well. Certified mail was also sent on 10/31. Property was cited for outdoor storage, inoperable vehicle, unpaved parking, trash and debris. I have not made contact with the homeowner. As of yesterday, the property was still in violation. City is requesting additional 30 days to come to compliance, or $100 a day until compliance is achieved.
30 days and $100 a day?
Yes.
Okay, I will find proper notice with the posting and the certified mail. Based on the evidence, I will find the property remains in violation as cited. Grant the request for an additional 30 days to comply. Thereafter, daily fines of $100 per day.
Number 51, 628 38th Street, CE 19110092.
Christopher Thompson, City of West Palm Code Compliance. Property at 628 38th Street was cited on 11/6. Notice of violation was posted at City Hall, and certified mail was sent on 11/7. Property was cited for safe egress, outdoor storage, overgrowth, and trash and debris. I have not made contact with the homeowner. At this time, City is requesting an additional 30 days to come into compliance, or $100 a day until compliance is achieved.
How many days?
30 days.
30, thank you. All right, thank you. I do find proper notice with the certified mail and with the posting. Based on the evidence and the testimony, I will find the property remains in violation as cited. Grant the request for an additional 30 days to comply and thereafter assess daily fines of $100 per day until compliance is achieved.
Number 53 is complied, 610 43rd Street, CE 19110238. Number 54, 612 43rd Street, CE 19110239.
Christopher Thompson, City of West Palm, code compliance. Property at 612 43rd Street was cited on 11/19. Notice of violation was posted at City Hall and certified mail was also sent on 11/19. Property was cited for safe egress, trash can placement, pressure cleaning or exterior paint, and outdoor storage. I have not made contact with the homeowner. The city is requesting additional 30 days to come into compliance or $100 a day until compliance is achieved.
All right, thank you. I do find proper notice with the certified mail and with the posting. Based on the evidence and testimony, I will find the property remains in violation as cited. Grant the request for an additional 30 days to comply. Thereafter, daily fines of $100 per day will be assessed until compliance is achieved.
Thank you.
Number 55 is complied, 2000 Normandy Circle, CE 191000021. Number 56, 4301 Heath Circle North, CE 1910033.
Good morning, City of West Palm Beach Code Compliance Officer Paul McFarland. On 10/18, the property at 4301 Heath Circle North was cited for landscape maintenance, keep property free of weeds and trim hedges, and repair of fencing, remove garage door paneling, and repair fence as needed. Property was posted November 15th. Certified mail was sent November 12th. Certified mail was received November 14th. I did meet with the property owner yesterday. We walked the property. We went through the violations and how to cure said violations. At that time, the owner requested an additional 60 days to finish repairing the fence. There's still some weeding that needs to be done around the property. He knows what needs to be done. Taking that into consideration, city's recommending 60 days to come into compliance or $100 a day until compliance is achieved.
Okay, I do find proper notice with posting and certified mail. We'll find, based on the evidence, property remains in violation of City Code Sections 18106K and 94302A4. Accept the recommendation for an additional 60 days to comply, and thereafter daily fines of $100 per day will be assessed until compliance is achieved.
Number 58, 8405 Legend Club Drive, CE 191000414.
Good morning, City of West Palm Beach Code Compliance Officer Paul McFarland. On October 25th, the property at 8405 Legend Club Drive was cited for certificate of use. Pool and spa must remain in a sanitary condition and rental license violation. Property was posted November 4th. Certified mail was sent October 28th. Certified mail was returned November 4th. As of yesterday, the violations of rental license violation and certificate of use is in compliance. The property is vacant as of yesterday. I was able to make contact with a representative of the property yesterday. We did come into an agreement to have an additional 45 days to get the pool in working order and in a sanitary fashion. With that being said, city's recommending 45 days to come to compliance, or $100 a day until compliance is achieved.
Pool is secure, though?
Yeah, it's secure, it's just green. Needs to be maintained.
All right, I will find proper notice in this case with posting and certified mail. I will find property has complied with 2232A and 18162A, but remains in violation of 18106N. I'll accept the recommendation for 45 days to comply, and thereafter daily fines of $100 per day.
Thank you.
Number 60 is complied, 2970 North Military Trail, CE 19110056. Number 61 is complied, 2041 Normandy Circle, CE 19110096. Number 62 is complied, 717 Bunker Road, CE 19100351. Number 63, 235 Rustlin Drive, CE 19100421.
Code Enforcement Officer Richard Pazmino for the City of West Palm Beach. This property was cited on October 25th, 2019. The property was cited for clean and sanitary conditions, excessive growth, trees, hedges obstructing the right-of-way, hedge, height excessive. The property was, certified mail was sent October 28th. The property was posted October 30th, 2019. As of today, the overgrowth and the excessive growth into the right-of-way, dealing with the hedges, has complied. The only remaining violation is 18106A. They left all the debris from trimming and cleaning up in the right-of-way still on the road. I spoke to the landscapers at the property yesterday, and I instructed them that that would have to be removed, and they are contractor waste, so they would have to dump it as well. The city's asking for an additional 5 days for this to come into compliance, or I'm asking for an abatement order.
So everything's complied except for 18106A, and that has to do with picking up all of the work from complying the other code sections?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll ask for 2 days, actually.
Pardon me?
I'll ask for 2 days, actually.
Is there a picture of the remaining?
Yeah, it's cycled already, but it'll come back up.
Excuse me, just a note, is 2 days a reasonable amount of time to get notice back to the owner before abatement?
I just figured a sanitation violation is 24 hours.
Is that what you're talking
Yeah, that's
about? All
left.
that stuff
That's
along?
another street too. That's not an alley. That's another street.
Well, so I will do this. I will find proper notice with the posting and the certified mail. I'll find the property remains in violation of 18106A, but has complied with all of the other violations. I'll give them, I'll give them 2 days, but it's 2 days from the receipt of the order, so I don't know how you want to track that, but, you know, if it takes a day to process it and another day to get it to them, then they still need
Monday.
So, how do you prefer? Do you want me to just say 5 days, or do you want me to say 2 days from receipt? And either way, I'll do it whatever you're more comfortable with.
5 is fine.
It might be 5 days is easier because I think the order goes by regular mail.
We'll do that. 5 days to comply, and thereafter, the city's authorized to abate that violation. I do find that those debris piles constitute a threat to public health, safety, and welfare, and assess the costs.
Thank you.
Number 64 is rescheduled, 118 Worth Court South, CE 191000518. Number 65 is complied, 916 Alamanda Road, CE 191000520. Number 66 is complied, 5405 Mesa Trail, CE 191000525. Number 67 is complied, 715 Bunker Road, CE 191100049. Number 68 is complied, 705 Bunker Road, CE 191100050. Number 69, 470 Executive Center Drive, 1C, CE19090213.
Good morning.
Morning.
Officer Luster, West Palm Code. This property was cited for rental license and certificate of use. Certified mail was signed on 9/25/19. Property was posted on 11/21/19. I spoke with the property manager in regards to whether or not this property is rented. It is a rental property. I'm asking for 30 days or $200 per day.
All right, I will find proper notice with the posting and the certified mail. I will find property remains in violation of City Code Sections 18162A and 2232A, accept the recommendation for an additional 30 days to comply, and thereafter daily fines of $200 per day.
Thank you.
Number 70, 470 Executive Center Drive, 1B, CE19090214.
Officer Luster, West Palm Code. This property was cited for a rental license and certificate of use. The applicant did apply for the license on 11/25/19. They paid for the license on 11/26/19. Certified mail was signed on 9/20/19, and property was posted on 11/21/19. I'm asking for 30 days or $200 per day.
Thank you. I will find proper notice with the certified mail and the posting. I find the property remains in violation as cited, accept the 30-day recommendation and the $200 per day recommendation thereafter.
Thank you.
Number 71, 470 Executive Center Drive, 2D, CE19090224.
Officer Luster, West Palm Code. This property was cited for rental license and certificate of use. The applicant applied for the license on 11/5/19, paid for the license on 11/6/19. Cert mail was returned to us on 11/20/19. Property was posted on 11/21, and no inspection has been set for this property. I'm asking for the 30 days or $200 per day.
All right, thank you. I do find proper notice with certified mail and posting. I'll find the property remains in violation of 18162A and 2232A. I'll accept the recommendation for 30 days to comply, and thereafter $200 per day until compliance is achieved.
Number 72, 470 Executive Center Drive, 2A, CE19090243.
Officer Luster, West Palm Code. This property was cited for rental license and certificate of use. Applicant applied for license on 11/21/19, paid for the license on 11/25/19. Inspection is set for this property on 12/5/19. Cert mail was returned to us on 9/25. Property was posted on 11/21/19. I'm asking for the 30 days or $200 per day.
I will find proper notice with the posting and certified mail. I will find the property remains in violation of 18162A and 2232A. I'll accept the recommendation for an additional 30 days to comply, and thereafter daily fines of $200 per day.
Thank you.
Number 73, 470 Executive Center Drive, 1H, CE19090251.
Officer Luster, West Palm Code. This property was cited for rental license and certificate of use. The applicant applied for the license on 10/7/19, paid for it on 10/11/19. No inspections has been set for this property. Cert mail was signed on 9/21. Property was posted on 11/21. I'm asking for the 30 days or $200 per day.
Thank you. I will find proper notice with the certified mail and the posting. I will find the property remains in violation of City Code Sections 18162A and 2232A. Accept the recommendation to allow an additional 30 days for compliance, and thereafter assess daily fines of $200 per day until compliance is achieved.
Thank you.
Number 74, 470 Executive Center Drive, 2K, CE19090252.
Officer Luster, West Palm Code. Property was cited for a rental license, certificate of use. The applicant applied for the license on 10/1/19, paid for it on 10/1/19. An inspection was done on this unit. It failed for sink backing up, dishwasher backing up, and garbage disposal not working properly. And certified mail was also signed on 9/21. Property was posted on 11/21. I'm asking for 30 more days or $200 per day.
Thank you. I will find proper service with the certified mail and posting. I'll find, based on the evidence, property remains in violation of City Code Sections 2232A and 18162A. I'll accept the recommendation for an additional 30 days to comply. Thereafter, daily fines of $200 per day will be assessed.
Thank you.
Number 75, 470 Executive Center Drive 4B, CE 190903885.
Officer Luster, West Palm Code. This property was cited for rental license certificate of use. Applicant applied for the license on 11/22/19, paid for it on 11/22/19, no inspections as of yet. Cert mail was returned to us on 11/21. Property was posted on 11/21. I'm asking for 30 days or $200 per day.
Thank you. I will find proper service with the certified mail and the posting. I will find the property remains in violation of City Code Sections 18162A and 2232A. I'll accept the recommendation for an additional 30 days to comply. Thereafter, daily fines of $200 per day will be assessed.
Number 76 is complied, 470 Executive Center Drive 5G, CE 190903990. And number 77, 470 Executive Center Drive 3G, CE 190900467.
Officer Luster, West Palm Code. This property was cited for a rental license and certificate of use. Applicant applied for the license on 11/22, paid for it on 11/22. No inspections as of yet. I'm asking for 30 days or $200 per day.
You had certified mail and posting on this one?
Certified mail, I didn't put it down, but it was posted. That's what I missed. Can we just pull it up?
There was was that the affidavit of?
Yeah, affidavit posting. I know I posted on 9/27.
Okay.
Missed it.
You got proper notice, then I will find proper notice. I'll find the property remains in violation of 18162A and 2232A, and I'll accept the recommendation for 30 days to comply, and thereafter daily fines of $200 per day.
Thank you. Happy holidays.
To you too, thank you. All right. Does anybody need a break, or you want to push on? Need a quick, all right, we'll take 2 minutes, go off the record, and we'll be back in just a minute.